Good morning, children. You are learning in ninth standard. I am Rathod sir from SMC Prashar number 3, Barabahattar Dajipet, Solapur. Now you are to be sincere and listen carefully. First, we are going to see unit number 3, 3.4. Think before you speak. In Marathi, बोलण्यापूर्वी विचार करा. Now we are going to converse about activities, simple activities, chit chat. So, first, do you write a diary? Answer: yes, I write a diary. Do you write letters or notes to your friends and relatives? Yes, I write letters to my friends and relatives. Do you ever fight with your friends? Yes, I have fought with my friends. Do you have arguments with your family members? What are the arguments about? I have made arguments with my family members. The argument is about watching television. So, very good, students. So, we start this lesson. You listen carefully, and after lesson, you answer me the questions. See, think before you speak. Man was meant to listen more and talk less. That is why, as the great British statesman Benjamin Disraeli said, nature has endowed man with 2 ears and 1 mouth. If man was mean to talk more and listen less, he would have 2 mouths and only 1 ear. Imagine how we would have looked. How strange with 2 mouths on the 2 sides and 1 ear at the center. And mind you, the ears are like funnels, open all the time. There is no door with which you can close them. Whereas, if we have to speak even one single word, that word must pass through 2 walls, 2 fences. There is firstly the fence of these 2 rows of teeth. There is secondly the fence of the 2 lips before a word can be spoken. It has 2 paths, it has 2 fires through these 2 walls, through these 2 fences. Therefore, we must think at least twice before we utter a word. A very wise man once remarked that of the unspoken word, you are a master. Of the spoken word, you are a slave. Once you have spoken a word, you cannot get it back. Do what you will. Therefore, you must be very careful about the words that you speak. Once the word has left your lips, you will not be able to get it back. What are unspoken words? There are things you want to say but remain unsaid, as thoughts, what are the spoken words? There are things you want to say, but remain unsaid as thoughts in your mind. Once you have put the thoughts into words, once the words have left your lips, you cannot change them or control them. A young man want to his spiritual teacher and said, I have spoken very harsh and unkind words to my friend, and he is deeply hurt. I am afraid I have lost my friendship with him. How can I make amends? The wise teacher gave him a fresh sheet of blank paper and a pen. He said to the young man, write down on this paper all the hard things you said to him. The young man did not as he was told and showed the paper to the teacher. Now tear up this sheet of paper into as many small bits as you can, the white teacher said. Soon the single sheet was torn into 100 teeny bits of paper. Throw the bits out of this window, the teacher told him. That was easily done. I was a windy day, and the teeny bits were scattered far and wide, even as the young man watched. Now go out into the street and collect as many bits of the paper as you can, the teacher ordered him. The young man was taken aback. But that will be difficult, he stammered. It will be difficult indeed, but give to a try, the teacher suggested. The young man went out. He returned half an hour later, excused. He had not been able to get hold of a single torn bit from the paper he had torn up just while earlier. This is what happens with the spoken word. The teacher said to him, once you have spoken the words aloud, it is very difficult to take them back. Therefore, learn to think before you speak in anger. So, students, we see the introduction of this summary. Listen carefully. The present lesson suggests to speak less and listen more. We should speak only important and useful things. The writer has told us that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. It shows that we should spend our time in listening and not on talking. We must think twice before speaking because we cannot get our words back. So, we should be very careful and cautious about our words. We can control our unspoken words, but we cannot control that is said. Once a young man went to his teacher to take his suggestions. The young man spoke harshly to his friend, and his friend was hurt. He did not want to break his friendship at all. Then his teacher asked him to write harsh and unkind words on a paper. The young man wrote it. The teacher told him to tear the written paper. The young man did not sew and throw the pieces out of the window. The pieces were scattered again. The teacher ordered him to gather those pieces. He was highly shocked but tired to gather as much as he could. The teacher suggested him that one could not get back the spoken words. So one must think before speaking in anger. Socrates, a great Greek philosopher, suggested his discipline to speak. If necessary, he retorted, we have to ask 3 questions before speaking. Is it true? Is it pleasant? Is it useful? He always said to our talk. should not hurt one's feeling. See, complete the following. Our ears are like funnels because dash. Just like a liquid is poured into a vessel with a funnel, words enter our body through ears which are always open. Second, the rows of teeth are like a fence because answer the words have to pass and pass through them first before they can be spoken out. Third, the two lips are like a fence because the words have to pass and pierce through them after they have passed through the teeth before they can be spoken out. Say true or false. First, man has been endowed with two mouths and one ear. Answer is false. The ears are like funnels that open all the time. Answer is true. If the words have left your lips, they will be able to get back. Answer is false. Now, see the question. Was Disraeli trying to give scientific reason? No, it was not scientific reason, but the fact. Was he only trying to give a message in a light-hearted but effective way? Yes, he was trying to give a message in a light-hearted but effective way. See, we are going to see another question here. You try to listen carefully. And now, find any four contesting words from the passage. First word is more, answer is less. Second is listen, answer is speak. Third is open, answer is close. Fourth is spoken, answer is unspoken. See, spot the error and correct the sentences. Nature have endowed man with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Answer, error. Have a ear. Correct sentence. Nature has endowed man with 2 ears and 1 mouth. He would has 2 mouths and 1 ear. Answer, error. Has. Now complete factual questions. First question. Why did the young man go to his spiritual teacher? Answer. The young man had used harsh and unkind words to his friend. He feared that his friend would break friendship with him. He did not want to lose his friend to take the suggestion. The young man went to his spiritual teacher. Second one question. What lesson did your spiritual teacher teach to the young man? The spiritual teacher taught an unforgettable lesson to the young man. He told the young man that once the words are spoken aloud, it is very difficult to take them back. So, one should think before speaking in anger. Now, match the following words, column A with column B. Column A, ancient, necessary, affirmative and benefit. Column B, unnecessary, modern, loss and negative. Now first answer is modern, second answer is unnecessary, third answer is negative and fourth is C. Thank you children. We have learned today. You read carefully this lesson and write answers. Okay, thank you.